put music, get music online, and all that. And she was like, back in the day, you used to have to get record company. So record company out the dollar.
We live right
What's
here.
going on? So put the stuff
Live,
on
WRT,
Dude,
YouTube, Facebook.
I went
we
from
live,
an
y'all.
era, man. Well, when you bought an album, it was an LP about this tall, this wide.
What about that?
So the next time you buy an album, man, it's about this tall, that wide. So now it's all in here.
Where's the file?
You know what I'm saying? You can put with it exactly this goddamn thing. You could probably put 3 or 4 albums just on that. This, I mean, not this drive, but you know what I'm talking about. That's how far away we done came, technology-wise.
Yeah.
If we had to do what we doing right now, literally, we would have to come 30, 40 minutes early to carry in the records to do what we do.
Oh,
So we played 25 records last week.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
25 records is 4 case. I mean, 3 case records in the crates. That's a lot of fucking records.
Yeah.
And we 50 plus.
Yeah. It changed, man. You know, I was trying to tell some dudes that.
And then we were turntabling it.
Yeah.
It wasn't like it was no CDJs, man. You had to blend. We had to blend and bring records in and all that type of thing. Yeah.
So that's about the only thing I can say. But I like the improvement of DJing.
Me too.
It's like you don't have to carry all the equipment in the world.
I know
Dude, we were so
and
afraid.
records.
We used to be so afraid of forgetting a record that we would bring everything.
Yeah. Extra. 2 copies.
That we might not even get. We used to bring 2 amps in one get hot.
Yeah. I know about that. You remember the part? What's up, Dan Cartwright Russell to the show? Yeah. Had to put fans on the out.
Yeah, put the fan on there.
Yeah, what's that?
And we want to beat the party down, so we bring the biggest speaker we got.
Yeah, let me know what city you checking in from, Dan. Let me know what city. We live,
We was
WRFP.
in some real shape back then to do a party.
There's no way in heck I'll be doing the doctor show and around. Ain't going in on Wednesday.
A lot of media too.
Boy, you just had to hire a nigga just to carry the record.
Yeah.
Hey man, that shit's about $30, man. You carry the equipment.
Yeah.
In fact, you see, we'll get you a good new boy. Which mine was, my dude, which my new boy was Mr. DJ.
We live, y'all. We live.
Boy, we was, boy, that was sad.
Dan RFG, we live, y'all. We live.
We're like, cool.
We live.
Had a record.
Yep. Click the link. Click the link. Click the link. Go to
You put them
YouTube.
on the record duty, man. And do a house party.
Yeah, and have them digging for the records you want. Hey, baby. Remember that I was six.
Like you pull the headphone on. Yeah, man, let me get that set it off real quick.
Oh. Somebody be digging up.
Yeah, somebody else digging in the crazy.
Yeah, what? Telling you, man. Boy, we start getting so fans, we start bringing our own table. We knew we arrived. We had our own table. Yeah. But you ain't borrowing their table.
Yeah. Man, crazy.
We got a speaker stand. Boy, you thought we can't arrive, boy. So when you put the speakers on the little pole, they tell them nigga shit, boy. Yeah. So you had to carry that shit.
Deborah Gillespie, how you doing? How you doing, love? You like me then? You been up all day, all night, huh? How you doing, Deborah?
To leave,
Good.
go somewhere to set up with back then.
Good. Let me know. Let me know.
Dude,
Let me
you
know.
ain't never wanted to be so happy just to do the party. The work was before and after.
Yeah.
Doing the party
Live
was
at the
the
radio
fun
station,
part.
y'all. Mm-hmm.
And on top of that, they want to fight you about the money.
You gotta argue about your money at the end of the show.
Hey man, Tony supposed to have the other rest of the money. Man, bruh,
Mm-hmm.
I ain't come
Why y'all let him leave?
Yeah, he'll leave it for the party over with your money.
Man, I got you tomorrow.
No, you ain't got me today.
Look like we spending the night, bro.
Yeah. I always try to get mine up front. Always.
And I think when that shit happened one time, the chick dude throwing her birthday party, he gonna slip off.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Slip off. I think he ran to the stove. Nigga went and looked at me like, man, that nigga's different with that little chain, man.
I had some promoters try that. I had some promoters. We down in Mobile. A guy came up and he said, all right, man, y'all trying to hit the stage, man. Y'all come on. I said, Bob, what the rest of the money? He's like, man, you don't trust me? What? We had to go to the office, hit the safe, give him the money, and we deal. After that,
dude, this got some gangster one time. Me and Bacon.
Chris, Outlook was writing for it.
Oh,
What
happened to Chris? What happened to Chris?
I have no idea.
I haven't seen that boy in years, man.
I don't either, but
Yeah.
I remember I had Shiny and Spurs out there for a show with the little club they had out there.
Yeah.
And it was Showtime, he didn't have the money. I'm like, dude, you ain't going on, you got the money.
Yeah.
He was so mad at me about that shit, man.
Oh, man.
He was mad as hell. He was like, he brought that shit up days later, weeks later, months later. And when he told me that shit,
yeah, Chris, tall Chris.
Yeah,
with deep boy.
You gotta understand. I'm road manager. I gotta report back to them, but why they ain't getting paid?
Yeah.
You know, so you gotta have the money.
And the same deal happened to me and Bacon, man. He gonna send it up, the food, everything back. Be like, shit, nigga, we gonna turn up, young. But that nigga said, yeah, man, we gonna go on that one. I kind of tapped him. I'm like,
Oh, yeah.
so he don't say nothing. He go back. He turning everybody up. Yeah, we got the young bloods in the building. Bacon, stand, money making, stand up. He walked out there, big guy, about 10 minutes. Change. Yeah, everybody, man, blah, blah, blah. He just turning up. Yeah, man. So he walk on. With Mike got me.
Yeah.
Where's the money?
Yeah.
Oh, man, I got you the night. I said, then that's when we're going to do the show.
Oh, man, I had to pull a pistol on me.
I ain't had that happen.
I had to pull a pistol on me, man. He came where he had tried to, he called and he said, he was talking to John. He was at an AM station. Man, you need to come down here, man. We're going to pull your record. I said, pull your record? I said, what the station you at? He said, so AM is somewhere in Alabama somewhere. I said, hold on, man. What you talking about pulling the record? I said, hold on, man. I'll call you back, right? So I didn't ever call him back. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Who you talking about? Yeah, so he had what his buddies called for the same show. He got us to the money up front, and we got down there. And we did the show and everything. We did the back carry the money, right? I said, who are you? He said, man, my name is. I said, you the nigga I was fucking with my buddy. He just about your side. I said, I don't know where the fuck your ass is. Yeah. But that nigga said, I didn't mean to be too many more motherfucker for the fist out. I was laughing. I was guessing, no, this guy, you motherfucker, you one fucked up, motherfucker. You don't come down here. You know what I mean? You pulled us down here for nothing. I mean, we doing the show. We talking about some Raheem and this all that. Man, ain't got shit to do with Raheem, man. Down here with freak dancing. Give it the money. Let's go. You know what I'm saying? His wife in the back in the kitchen count money. So why he pull that twist out. I'm just like, man, fuck you.
Man, yeah, somebody hit me with that, man. Jelly, you looking out, man.
Ain't got nothing to do with him. Ain't got nothing to do with him. We're doing our business, man. Come on.
We ended up becoming cool after that, but I was, man, a little on with DJ Cola, but I told him, I'm like, bro, that's Jelly.
Yeah. Hey,
we want to bring a bunch of artists with us for the free ski.
Yeah.
Jelly.
Yeah, exactly.
But, man, this is too far for us to be driving for the no ski. The no ski, woe ski. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I told him, man, you know, I mean, come on, man. But dude be trying that stuff, man. They be trying.
Oh, like his homeboy. But this shit is business. I don't even know you.
Yeah. But that's right, man. Everybody crazy out. I mean, crazy out. Alex Freeman out down the road. When he pulled that pistol out, his wife carried him on. He was like a movie, boy. You know what I'm saying? I had drunk me some confidence that night.
Hey, just look at courage on you.
Yeah, little courage. I mean, he wasn't gonna do that. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. You crazy? You gonna shoot me? Come on, man. Come on now. You done pull some old flim flam shit, and then you gonna talk. No, you ain't. No, you ain't, boss. I ain't scared of you.
On a good old feel sorry for
I've
him.
been shot at.
Man,
Look,
man.
I've been shot at. Not, you know what I'm saying? Pull ain't shit. I've been shot at. You know what I mean? Come
I
on,
was
man.
shot.
You been shot. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
I ain't been shot, and I had guns pulled on me when I was DJing. But then once I started making records, that was out the window.
What's up, Sky Will?
Shot
What's
Rob
this?
me at the Chevron, man.
Wow, that flow. What's up, Skyflower? Wow, flow. What's that? Appreciate y'all checking in. We live at WRMG.
Who get nothing?
Yep, we live. We live.
Light the
YouTube
car up.
and Facebook. We live. We are live. We are live, y'all.
It's that flow.
Yeah. Drop it to the floor or something. Huh? Oh yeah? Yeah.
Now, stop going. Phone said
K-Base, he was playing. I don't know.
it's all in together.
They ride out.
Yeah, you on K-Base? You on K-Base, right? We doing it live, so you be on 2 rooms or something?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a song. What? You took it off? Yeah, we live, y'all. We live.
We live, y'all.
Big Al and Holly. Little Al right there,
What's
y'all.
that in the world? What's going on, man? Hanging out with my boy, man. Yeah, man. Fucking it out real quick.
You got something cute too?
Gee, I couldn't tell you, man. But it's been used. That's made me like I always
I know the West Coast artists. I just can't think of who, man.
That's one of the main things. I've always pulled out stuff that one is kind of obscure.
Yeah.
That you recognize. You got it on camera on me?
Yeah.
What up, world? After set, WRG, every Monday morning, 3 a.m. to 6 a.m. 3 a.m. 6 a.m. You can always check us out online at www.wrg.org. But also check out our video show, Tastemaker TV, TMTV. It's on YouTube. Tastemaker TV, TMTV. We've got like 7 episodes up. Coming out some more, hopefully soon. Check us out there, man. And rock with us. That's what I said. Rock with us.
Rock with us.
DJ Power Lord.
All right, brother, dictate.
Say, you already know where I'm from. Southside. Follow me on Instagram and JPRG, IDENT, all the platforms.
Yeah. We in here, man. In here.
Who that, man?
Go on my Facebook. See,
Yes, sir.
see my Facebook. I got sound coming through. We're live, y'all. We live.
I changed it up, right?
Make sure y'all go to the page, the YouTube page, and check out that DVD and upload it.
Who used it on
This
this song?
bass game.
Jesus.
It's real. But back in the day, the first
76 Banana last night.
DVD video interviewing all Atlanta rappers. Not all of them, but most of them. That blew up back then and went platinum and triple platinum and all that. You know what I mean? Check that DVD out, y'all. Like, follow, subscribe, and comment. Let me know what you think. All right? They're on YouTube too. I'm doing it, y'all. Okay, you hear me? Is it good?
30 seconds.
Yep.
Nice.
Of course. Don't be lying with you.
Yeah, the game.
50 seconds. Sounds of Gil Scott Heron, Angel Dust. You are listening to the actress that I am, DJ Power Lord, the God of Bass, along with my partners in rhyme, partners in crime, Big Al,
What's happening? What's happening? Your baby mama, real baby daddy.
Uncle Ray JTL,
Yeah, I'm in here, man. I'm in here.
J Presidente,
President.
Cameraman R.
Oh!
All right. In that last set, we had The Shine, Dark Places. We followed that with Bob Lennon's Funeral. Kick back again with Tail Dash, Go Down Low. Then we came back with, I'm going to say, Vivi Sense featuring Sexton, Johnny Blaze, Natasha Mosley, QC Lee, Suki Hana, Chameleon, Pop Chanel. And that was called VVS. Followed that one up with Her featuring Daniel Caesar. Best Part, the Mr. College Park remix. Came again with the Beastie Boys, Slow and Low, and we ended off and said with Angel Dust by Gil Scott Heron. Time now is 3:30 a.m. You want to give us a call 404-523-8989, 404-523-8989. And you can always listen online at www.wrfg.org. Once again, it's www.wrfg.org.
G.
And you can always donate there too. If you want to give us a call, I'll give you the number there. Tonight's discussion, in a roundabout way, I guess you would say.
Why your mama love me?
Why his mama love you?
I can't even. That was got me. All right, let's get into tonight's topic, which is how do you make a fan? How do you become a fan?
Oh yeah.
Boy.
So, with that being said, I'm going to just give a basic synopsis of it, and I'll turn it over to the players here.
Give them angel
dust. Take him out to eat, get him high.
You're a brand new artist out there, just getting started.
Mm-hmm.
One of the hardest things to do is really to make a fan, to get a fan base.
Mm-hmm.
And then to get a true fan and a true fan base.
Mm-hmm.
You know, a lot of people will look on the, I guess, back in our day, because they don't have them anymore. You would look on the back of the J card, the cover, or whatever, and you'd see the fan club listed.
Yeah, exactly.
Now, those fan clubs, the thing about those things, one, they're 9 times out of 10 controlled by the record label and not by the artists themselves.
Yeah.
But with that being the case,
or PR.
the people who actually fill out those forms or send something in, those are really your hardcore, most dedicated fans.
Yeah.
The majority of people are not that.
Yeah.
They're not going to do that. So the question becomes, well, how do you get a fan, retain a fan, or how do you become even how do you become a fan? You know, I can only speak for myself in that aspect of it and say that I let my ears be my factor. You know, my ears was the factor to me a fan. If I liked your music, I was a fan. Now, what made me a loyal fan could be a situation where if I went to your show and you really turned it out, now I'm more of a loyal fan of you. So I'm ready, looking for your next project. You know, then you got things where a fandom, I should say, for me, of where I may like your song, but it never spurred me to buy it. You know what I'm saying? To buy your product. You know, but then I would go to see you in concert. Now you sold me. Now I had to go buy it. And I think one of my greatest examples of that would be, well, 2 of them actually, because they happened in the same show. I was never a fan of the Ghetto Boys before Mind Playing Tricks on Me. That song. I like the song, but they had put out so much garbage before that, in my opinion, that I was not a fan. But then I saw them here in Atlanta at the Fox, and I'm like, yo, these guys tore it down for me. I'm like, the next day, I'm out at the store buying the record. I'm a fan. I'm a fan, buying whatever the browser said. I say the record, but the CD, the cassette, whatever. And another one's Naughty by Nature. I loved OPP, but I wouldn't buy it. Other than being a DJ, I would have to play. But as for me buying it because I wanted it,
Right.
no, I wasn't that type of fan. But then I saw Naughty by Nature in that same concert at the Fox. Next day,
that was funny for me too.
The next day I went to the store and I had to buy it. And the thing is, even for them, I didn't buy it for OPP. I bought it for Yoke the Joker.
Oh wow.
Because I'm like, that wasn't even a release. You know what I'm saying? A single release. I bought it because of that. But I became a Naughty by Nature fan from that day forward. That I would buy their product. So like I said, my whole thing was my ears was my thing to make me a fan. Because there are people I was fans of. MCAD, big fan of MC. Never have seen him in concert. But I bought almost everything he's ever put out. Because I was a fan.
Right.
That type of deal. So my thing is, like I say, is what makes a fan, what makes a fan and what makes you become a fan and become a loyal fan. How's that for you, Al?
Well, to kind of piggyback on what you just said, quickly, ladies, this is Big Al, your baby mama. Anyway, man, it's funny, man, because I had two scenarios for me. Initially, I fell in love with the music before I even knew the artist. It's so funny because, like with Vanity 6 and Apollonia, I just wanted to look at them.
No, that's
so I could care less what the record sounded like, man.
I know that's
So I was just fans as long as they kept putting music out and wearing them little skimpy outfits. I was good. But I'm telling you, the first record, speaking of that, the first record I just bought off the strength because of the cover was Ice-T.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh, man. Yeah.
Just off rip.
Yeah.
Because of this broad.
I did.
But anyway, for me, fandom was a little bit more a variety of things. Once I start seeing people in interviews or reading, back then it was reading interviews because rappers wasn't on television or live on something, so it was always the trade magazines. So reading about artists and then consistency. If I put them at a particular level and they never let me down on that particular level, like LL was for me. I felt like I knew I was going to get LL every album. So I used to buy his albums sight unseen. You know what I'm saying? I didn't even have to hear anything else after the first single.
Speaking of LL, happy birthday, LL. You turned, I believe, 51 today.
Yes,
yeah.
Cool James was having. And so a lot of stuff like that was for me. And speaking of the Naughty by Nature thing, I was a big Naughty fan. But it's funny, it wasn't music that made me become the super fan when I seen him in Juice.
Okay.
And he was playing one of the thugs that used to harass Pac and everybody. And I'm like, and then I seen the video that he had for the soundtrack. And I'm like, and I remember when all of us went to see it up at Old National. Shout out to Old National.
Yeah.
Rest in peace. But I remember us coming out of that and like, man, we gotta go get that record. And we drove all the way to Theo just to buy it from hearing it.
Shout out Super Sound.
I know they're Super Sound.
But and I remember that. But as far as me, I'm such an historian of music, and I kind of get connected to it because I'm such a fan of people's talent. And I like to create, and I love the creative process. You know what I'm saying? What was they thinking? What made them come up with that? So I kind of get really intertwined in my artists like that. You know what I'm saying? As far as myself. Now to kind of answer the initial question, I think we live in a different kind of time now where social media allows artists to be able to touch people way more than ever before. You know what I'm saying? With live and Insta stories and Snapchats, and where you can actually
DM people. Yeah.
well, I hope they ain't DM, but you can have a nice little back and forth with your artist immediately. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
We would never be able, in our time, if we didn't catch them at a autograph signing. Luckily, you might be able to get 2 words in. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But now you can actually go on you know what I'm saying? I can go on LL Instagram and tell him happy birthday in his Insta story, and he might say, shout out to Big Al in Atlanta.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
We'll deal with the social media aspect a little bit later down the line. Reggie, for you.
For me, back then it was more or less interacting with people that once the music get played and you go to like clubs and record stores like that, making appearances and stuff like that, you didn't want to scared to shake hands with people, talk to them, and it's a conversation. You know what I mean? That's how we built our fan base back then. You know what I mean?
Right.
Opposed to now. You know what I mean?
But what made you a fan?
A fan to music? Oh, I was a fan to everybody. I'm a fan to everybody. Music. I'm a fan to everybody. You know why? Huh? Include who?
Including Big Ken?
Who? Oh, everybody. I'm talking about this. I mean, I'm a fan to music, period.
Right.
So if you got something that's audible to my ear that I can listen to, yes. Yeah. I will listen to your music, and then if I play it 2 or 3 times, I mean I like it. You know what I mean?
But there's a difference between liking something because you hear it, and willing to spend money on it, either by buying it or going to a concert, or whatever, spending money. So what make you a fan of those type of things?
Well, actually buying it.
And I'm talking about because you're a DJ. I'm not saying buying it because you had to have it to make a party. This is something that you really cherish for your collection.
Oh, well, I gotta really like it music. It had to be something I really, really like me to purchase it, not to be resold or, whatever like that. I had to like the music. I like the person, the individual, the group, or whatever, you know what I mean? I had to really like them. I had to feel them, you know what I mean?
Right.
It's more spiritual for me, you know what I'm saying? Are they talking to my spirit, when I listen to the lyrics and the beats, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yeah. But me, man, I don't know about the next man, but that's how I had to feel them.
You had to feel it.
Yeah, I had to feel
Do
them.
you have any examples of somebody that maybe you weren't a fan of, went to a show or something, or saw something and it made you a fan of theirs?
I'm trying to think, man. Someone I didn't like at first.
You want to kind of, I ain't gonna say you didn't like it, but you was kind of on the fence. It's a cool song, but I ain't gonna go to a concert. I ain't finna buy it. There was nobody like that for you?
Well, as a retailer, I bought a lot of music I didn't like, but
So that's totally different.
yeah.
We need to discuss it.
Yeah.
That's the case.
There was plenty of music I didn't like,
We got a lot of
but when people requested, I bought it. You know what I mean? But I said, well, let me check it out, see what it is at least. And then when I listened, I said, oh, that's what it is. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Because you never know. Like I said, never judge a book by its cover.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, man, what is this? I remember a tape I got from you, I think. It was years ago. It was an underground tape. And I think them guys sold it was a white cover, red print. I think them guys sold 200,000 units. I said, man, this is garbage. And I started listening to it a couple of times. I said, man, this is all right. Hold on, I see why they sold all this. What I'm listening to, you know what I mean? It was a tape I got. I can't remember the name of the group.
I couldn't tell you. If you think
it was 200,000 units they sold of a cassette.
Okay.
It was rough. I mean, it was rough, man. You know what I mean? It sounded rough, but it's sold.
It was on point for the
Yeah. For at that time, at that period of time, yeah.
As for you, Jay Praise, I know you're looking at the clock.
We go.
We went over.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. Well, for me, it got to be the music. Like, let me get it out. Like, 8Ball and MJG.
Oh man.
I heard it from somebody like
You know, I'm in school. I hear people.
Yeah.
Oh, come out. I'm like, what?
What is?
Mr. Big, Mr. I'm like, man, who is that?
Yeah, yeah,
So I'm like, I gotta be like, man, I didn't want to be left out. So I'm like, let me listen to what they talking about.
yeah, yeah.
We had bought the tape. I'm like, oh, this is jamming. Then I started seeing the videos. So it was like, okay. Hey. So for me, it has to be more word of mouth. It had to be somebody else to hear it. I'm like,
So somebody else has to co-sign it for you to become a fan of.
not necessarily, but like me, I never used to buy music like that.
Oh, yeah.
So if I hear it, I'm like, okay, I'm going to see I'm going to check out myself. So,
Yeah.
But that's so funny because that was my thing with Two Live Crew.
Oh,
That
yeah,
was
yeah.
like-
For me, I thought they were garbage.
the album cover got me.
Seriously.
He said album covers.
I was like,
I thought
I'm talking about the very first one.
The first
Like,
one, yeah, the first one.
But see, everything I ever heard from Two Live was 12 inches.
Right.
Yeah,
So it's crazy. It's like you said, concert. For me, it was strip clubs.
oh yeah.
When I heard Two Live in the strip club, whatever I felt prior to that, all changed
because the energy.
because of the energy.
Yeah.
Oh
I
man.
seen those records get those strips.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I said, bruh, I am a Two Live Crew fan. Like, for real.
Okay, well, I mean, I can argue.
There was the weirdest thing, man, because for some reason it just didn't connect.
Yeah, that's how
I'm gonna tell you, when it comes to Two Live, when they did Throw the D, I liked the record. Okay, for Throw the D, I liked it, and I was like, okay, I'll play it. You know, but was I truly a fan? No.
Yeah, that's how it was for me. It was like everybody was crazy about it.
Yeah, but I'm like,
But it just didn't give me that
Right.
crazy feeling that it, man, everybody beating down the block, back in the Rabbit and both VW days.
Chevettes.
But it just never connected for me.
I was gonna say, for me, like I said, when it came to, like I said, Throw the D, the first single, it really didn't move me in the way that I guess it would their music would later on, but I thought it was a good song, good song, something I could play at the parties or in the clubs or whatever I was doing at the time. I thought that was decent. Put it on the beat. And this came to the party we threw on Old National with the Triple Crush.
Mhm.
On Old National at the Holiday Inn. I don't know if anybody remember that one. That was,
Holiday Inn.
that's classic for a college party.
Yeah, Southside stand up.
Yeah. But they came to that party and we're spending the party. He comes in, they're like, hey man, you've got to hear this. And I'm like, well, what is this? It's like, it's Two Live. I'm like, oh, okay, I know it's gonna get the party, it's gonna keep
Keep the party moving.
moving, but am I gonna be a fan? Not really. And so we put up, of course, they brought a cassette. They brought a cassette.
How to make it different.
And the thing about this cassette is, I swear to God, I don't know if it was a Luke press cassette because it's been too many years, or if it was just a homemade cassette they had. But literally, they brought the cassette and it only had "Get It Girl" and "We Want Some" on it. That's all it had on this cassette. So I don't know if it was an official Luke release or not.
Maxi single.
Yeah, but put it in the deck while the party's still going on and you listen to it. And I'm like, oh my God, we gotta play this. Right there. I mean, as soon as I'm listening to the headset, I'm like, we gotta play this. So then we initially did, Get It Girl. Flow got packed. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
People just jamming it. We did Get It Girl. But then when we came back, a little bit later, on with that We Want Some, dude.
Explosion.
I swear to God, I've never seen a reaction on a record for a record like this ever.
Yeah.
But it was literally a situation of, by the time they got to the second verse or second chorus, the whole party is, even the girls, somebody, hey, everybody, I mean, I've never seen something like this within, like I say, your first chorus, your verse, and the second chorus, everybody's chatting along with it. I'm like, this is going to be a monster.
Yeah.
This is going to be a monster. And I was a Two Live fan from that day forward, period. But anyway, Phil, step out for a moment, get some business for the station, and we'll be back in a moment. Listen to the after set.
Winter holidays are behind us.
We're live, y'all. We live. It's Station
Live, y'all.
Two we got taking in.
It's Sunday, March 3rd.
Billy Ray Valentine, Billy Ray Thunder, boss. What's up, Tammy Pitts? How you doing? Deborah Harris, how you doing? Leon, what's up, boss? You working at night shift? Man, what's happening?
We lined up some great Georgia talent.
What it be like? Tell her Wonderful Ray, I said, what's up, man? I know y'all out there making all that money, man. Tell Ray, I say, what's happening? What's happening? Shout out to Chad Lacey. Chad Lacey. What's up, Chad? Everybody. We live at WRFG 89.3, the Afterset Show. Got everybody else. Me, Big Al, DJ Power Lord, and Jay Presidente. Yeah. We live. Let y'all see the station.
I might buy 2 of your CD and I never buy your music, but
$15 in advance.
but something else could be like,
All proceeds from Americana and the Park benefit WRFG.
Holla at them out.
Independent community radio station.
We at the station, y'all.
And handpicked quality.
What's happening, world? What's going on, y'all?
We at the station doing what we do.
Just putting in work. I guess he said I need to be ready when I get home.
What that? Huh? What you saying?
I'm about to sleep well.
Oh man, I be ready, man.
Boy, I see.
I tell people I plan ahead, man. They don't realize I plan ahead, man. I plan ahead, man. Yep.
Ain't no reason for not having fan now. They can definitely go to this level of amount like you got a fan something like that. But they're not real fans. You can't really say that because the reason I can say
I mean,
right
you still
now,
gotta. I mean, even if you do use one of those, little analog things and get the followers. How do you keep them? You still gotta win them over.
you gotta get it right. See, now it's intense generation. It ain't about the music. And
That's a problem. That's why they do that. That's why they fall so much on the cliff.
Right now, that's what I'm saying. They're not real fans because one, they're not spending money on anything.
So they don't feel the connection.
Right, they're not spending no money on it. And then the connection you say that second song comes out and it's not hitting on stage, and they don't have a fan. So they were never really true fans. They didn't spend no money and they have no but now
To think about this.
if I don't know you, I ain't playing with you. Really.
But think about it. What I'm saying about generation,
That's what I'm saying. That's why
we was invested in the culture. You know what I'm saying? The dress, the language. We was invested in the culture. For us, it was different. So if right now everybody this generation is connected to that one artist, that one song, at that right
That's
moment.
what I'm saying. They connect to the lifestyle.
Yeah.
So it's like, hey, I see him doing this and that. And he goes, then we take it music. Right now, it is like that. You might say, it's they got good music, but if I don't know, they don't know you, you're not connected with it.
You see, that was the difference between us. We were connected to the music,
Yeah.
regardless of whoever the person was.
Yeah, right.
If the record was just jamming, I remember hearing Scrub the Ground before I knew it was.
You know, the thing is,
Smack Pack.
my thing is,
Because the record was jamming. You
right,
know
my
what I'm
thing
saying?
is, how many of us would have been Biz Markie fans if we had some Biz Markie?
First.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But that goes into technology. No, that goes into you're not allowing your ears
So dictate your heart.
Well, we had Lester Pinkett
Like,
on
you
though,
know,
man.
so
And then we had Lester Big from too.
Yeah.
They saturated. Not making you a young boy on the man.
over.
They y'all they make this.
It's like this.
We could probably log on right now and find 100 records.
Yeah.
100.
Easy. I'm saying in like
Release today.
3-4 minutes of people we don't know.
Of
Yeah.
course. More than that.
You know, for us, it was like when a record came out, it was so fresh and new.
Yeah.
We just got down with it because it was just like,
Actually, I miss that. Honestly, I miss those days when I guess by the early 90s when I could go to the record store and buy every, once a week and buy every record on the shelf.
Every new record, yeah.
I miss that.
2 copies, some of it.
Right. Well, 2 copies after I got it home and listened. And that was the other thing. We couldn't hear it before if it wasn't already in Theo's play box.
Yeah.
But Tina played
Tina,
it.
whoever
Yeah,
it
that
was.
Tina used to play.
Yeah, Tina used to play it, man.
Which is
Tina played it.
somebody-
Shout out to Tina. What's up, Lady T?
Lady
Tina,
T.
what's up? What's up? Leon played it too. Oh, y'all. Oh, y'all know anything about that? We live, y'all. We live. Facebook and
Now, when I heard this song, I was like,
oh yeah.
But see, I was a fan of Mix-a-Lot from the Square Dance.
Oh, yeah.
Square Dance rap day.
Yeah.
When he was doing the high pitch, you know.
I ain't gonna lie, this record did it for me.
No, this is solidified. Like this dude is on. But you know.
Oh, this goes.
Boy, stop it, man. Boy, that was the Broham days and everybody coming down Simpson beating and boom, boom, boom. 7, 8 cars in a row. Beating that.
Oh, I know.
It was almost like everybody timed it. The verses was on time, the drop, everything. Wow.
Okay.
Mm.
That encourages you. When you say the beat, you gotta remember. The beat is something that's instinctual in us. It mimics your heartbeat.
Wow.
So with that being the case, if it doesn't hit the ears right, to hit the heart right, you ain't gonna be a fan of it.
Boy, that was like 559.
It's more of a science than you think.
I remember.
Our attention span was longer back then. Now, you might have a hot song. Who are you? We had to be like that. Who is this? We had to find them. Now it's like, who is you? I'm talking to you. I don't want to see. You know what I'm saying? So they want now you gotta get to their story. You gotta be like, hey, he started to lay on the floor, be like, man, I gotta get you some money, start going, do what he had to do, go to the studio, and it's like now it's like a reality show. You got the reality show first before you start watching it.
That's my point.
Real fans.
But it's not, but that's the thing.
If I gotta see your information, it's different now.
It's
different. And that's
See, the story really, if that's the case, then that's the problem. Because the music's supposed to be the appetizer. His story should really make you a fan. The story can pull you in before the music, because the music could be horrible.
right.
Now you a fan of horrible.
Yeah, you're talking about hard, but you saying like you connect with him better.
Because everybody great story.
I'm not saying. I'm just saying how because I
Yeah, no, I ain't. This got the to you per se, you feel me? But it's like, if they don't love the story.
Because his story, they don't like, and it's like I say now, it's all about selling emotions. They selling us feelings, so you feel sorry for them. I shouldn't feel sorry for that artist.
They feel
I
sorry.
shouldn't feel sorry for that artist.
That's the
That's how it is
That's
now.
horrible.
That's how it is now, though. Think about it.
My ears should tell me something like this.
Man, I was sleeping on the floor and then I just had to get up and he was like, dang.
Dude, let me tell you how
Even
great.
though the song, like, he's like, I can take it out of it because his story.
But listen, I mean, this is how great music. He sold records strictly because he had a tank on the back of his album. So he was able to sell a bunch of artists to you that you never even heard of.
Yeah.
Dude, he put a record out on a group called Sons of Funk.
His brand.
His brand was so strong
Yeah.
that he could put out complete nobodies
Yeah.
and do numbers.
Well, he had the covers out there before he had the music.
Yeah, Pen and Pixel covers was the story.
Yeah. Because Mercedes took a couple of years this year.
Boy, I swear on everything.
Yeah.
I remember you couldn't wait to get the cover.
I know that, right?
And Mercedes, what happened?
Oh, yeah.
He caught you with the design, caught you with the
Yeah, the Pen and Pixel was, I ain't never seen none of that in my life.
Even though most of them were whack, the videos, the visual colors.
It was actually hard. Gave me and win our first Pen and Pixel. Remember you gave it that E40?
Oh, yeah.
RFG Atlanta.
And we almost convinced ourselves to get a benefit for cover one time. Boy, Horace, man, I don't know if you remember this, but I think you came over to Win, man, and you talked, man, and you were like, Win, that's crazy. You're not gonna sell no records. They ain't gonna drop, man. You gave like us the business for like 3-4 hours. You know how Win is. He's trying to have his point. That is gonna bring attention to me in the album, to me in the record store. Or you start, you know how you gonna get, man. I'm telling you, look at all these. You end up finding a magazine that had a list of pixel covers. You was like, how many he sold? And you just start pointing. Remember when Penny Picks used to get them full?
Oh yeah.
They were running them, boy.
Man.
They were
And
getting
back then, man, it was like $5,000-$8,000. It was ridiculous money, man.
Even Murder Dog.
Murder dog.
When I seen it and I was reading that magazine, I was like, what is this? So you got to be like looking for it. You never had that music.
Rap was still fun though, man. I missed the magazine era of the game. Rap was fun, man. Internet, as much as I love the internet, man, it took out that personal feeling of holding a magazine you just bought from the record store. You know what I'm saying?
Physical, yeah.
The physical, remember the Fed magazine,
Yeah.
Don Diva and all that, man. Yeah, I mean, that is just the personal of the culture is gone, man. You know, everything, you go to my website.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But the thing is, even back then, if you go to those, if you want to say magazines for the story, you had to have a damn story. You had to have, you know what I'm saying? You had to have a, you know what I'm saying? Your music had to made an impact. But the thing
The music had to make the impact to get in the magazine. What's my other little magazine? Used to always do a lot from the South.
On the South.
Yeah. Beverly, the chick named Ozone.
Ozone, yeah. Oh yeah. Ozone.
That was dope.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Like I said, some of the people that think we work the old, I ain't never heard their music. But it was just that they was always in there. They stories and what they talk about. I made me like,
But I remember reading magazines because I wanted to know who that was.
Yeah.
I remember seeing the what's the magazine you wrote for?
4080.
No. There was one that did something on the West a lot.
No, 4008.
Yeah. Man, and I would just read it because I'm like, who is Richie Rich?
Right.
Like, who is
They were really groundbreakers. They really put their area.
You know what I'm saying? It was like the curiosity of the culture drove me to want to know, you know, this before hyphy and all of that took off where they were building the Bay. And it was dope to find that's when I really found out about Houston. Because Houston for me was just Ghetto Boys and 8Ball them was out of Houston, but the label was out of Houston. So for me, it was like, damn, all these other artists on here. You know what I'm saying? And them days is gone. It's no story. Everybody's the same story. Man, I've been trapping, now I'm rapping.
Yeah.
It's like everybody got the same story.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. How can you fall in love with the story?
Yeah.
You done heard it like 18 other times.
Same story, yeah.
Hey man, do anybody get molested? You know what I'm saying?
That's the big story now,
Or you
ain't
get
it?
abused by your mom and your dad? Like, can you give me a different story? You know what I'm saying?
No, not these
Yeah.
cats.
Everybody got the same story. Went from trapping to rapping. Everybody can't be trapping, bro.
They say they can.
There ain't that much dope on the street to let everybody be trapping.
According to them, it is. They moving big drugs.
If you want to know, ask Rollo. If you want to know how rapping and trying to rap and trap, he's sitting down because of it now. Now that really was drug dealers who was rapping.
Oh yeah.
I remember somebody, I don't know what the interview was. I said, man, if you really was the dope dealer you rapping about, you be in the feds.
Yeah.
Because there's nowhere in the world you can move the weight you rapping about and still do music.
Yeah. So a lot of lies been
Getting
told.
you stitching on yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, when the hip hop police came.
For real.
Yeah.
They were jamming their ass up in not Miami. Yeah, Miami and downtown New York. They actually had a armed force that was watching
Yeah.
rappers. That's real.
Yeah.
And these fools still were doing that kind of music. Wow, ain't not gonna happen. Okay.
Hey y'all, welcome Facebook, YouTube, we live y'all, whatever the
Yeah, they
WRNT.
love books, all
We see everybody checking in. We see everybody checking in.
Dude, they were so serious, man. I had a homeboy, man, used to move a lot of work. And his brother got jammed up. And the district attorney had pictures of him in the club. You know, remember the old school club picture with the wicker?
Oh yeah, saw this go, yeah.
Had all those kind of pictures. Come to find out, the picture man was a fed.
Oh yeah? Damn.
And he pointed everybody out. Dude, they were like all the little poses and the stuff in the club. I'm like, how you get that picture?
Yeah. Insane.
The picture man was police.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey,
So
Auntie
don't
Gloria,
believe
how
the
you
hype that
doing?
you watching.
What color you are having? I stay on to more than Facebook. Okay. Hey. What's up, Cedric? What's up, boss? Oh yeah. Yeah. Uh-oh, DJ Wade. Thank y'all for checking in, y'all. Shout out to the world, Philippines, always, West Africa, South Africa, South America, and all through the United States, Germany, Thailand, Ethiopia. We do this, y'all. We do this every Monday morning from 3 to 6. 3 to 6. That's set show. We send it off, y'all. Rocking with the boys, Big Al, me, DJ Power Lord, J Presidente. What's happening, y'all? We do this, y'all.
Because he felt he had to have it. Not caring if his son got fed. Or if he had a roof over his head. That I wasn't concerned on my daddy, because he was busy buying dope.
Okay.
While my mother worked like a slave.
Yeah, but I mean, if an artist not, it seems like it's more easier now to reach out to your audience.
It's easier.
You know what I'm saying? Because you can interact.
They're not making it true fan.
Oh, okay, yeah. But they're not buying it because
You
can't buy them in no more. Right? I mean,
See, that's what killing. See, to me, I don't think. To me, I think this generation is just not invested into the culture.
yeah.
See, for us, hip hop was so new.
Yeah.
We were man, we wanted
We were
to say
homeless
the
for
terms.
we were homeless for
We wanted to wear that Adidas suits like
yeah,
Run DMC, you know what I'm saying?
yeah.
We wanted to say fresh and homeboy and whatever the terms were, you know what I'm saying? See, the pose, yeah. These
Fucking fresh in the flesh.
See, these cats attracted to the money.
Yeah.
If you look the part, even more than the story, if you look the part, they're gonna go ahead. That's why these fools run out and go get sweatshirts and
Oh man,
t-shirts
we
so they can look the part,
Yeah.
and they have nothing else in place.
Yeah.
First thing they would the one thing every young artist I've ever dealt with. First thing they do is go run get t-shirts.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
First they gotta get a logo.
Yeah.
For what? I don't know. Then we gotta have a logo. So they go get a logo.
It's more about marketing.
Then
It's more
go
like your brand.
and then go get t-shirts. And I'm saying, who knows you?
Who's buying your shit? That's it. That's it right there. You know
All
what
right,
I'm
auntie. All right, I see you. I take with you.
Then they go get them.
saying?
Let's get the t-shirt. They go run to the flea market and go get change. Yeah. To be who? I'm saying, who are you?
Right. You got to impress. Yeah, exactly. You're doing it. You're doing this in the attention generation. It's like, look at me first. Then, you know what I'm saying?
Look at me now.
Yeah, because our attention span so short.
Now, to really be honest, because of social media, they should have more fans.
Exactly.
That's the crazy part about it.
They should. They should.
No artist nowadays, because of social media, shouldn't have fans.
Yeah.
Because you can touch your fans more than anything we ever could do, bro.
Easier.
We had to do shows. We had to stay in the street. We had to stay in the club. These niggas can do it straight from the laptop.
Yeah. Right here.
You can shoot videos with your phone, man.
Right here. Right here. There we go. We live to the world, y'all. From right here. To the world.
You the label now.
Yeah.
You have to do everything. And because now
It's
But
all
that
over.
goes to it. That
you're
goes
big, I'm saying you're business now.
Yes, sir.
We was back in the day, it was music business. Now it's business music.
It's a
But see,
brand.
that goes back to this. Go back to his statement. Why they don't have fans? Why they don't have any following?
Yeah.
Because they can do everything for themselves.
Yeah.
Dude, we couldn't be a distributor.
Nope.
We had to go get a distributor. These guys can be distributor, manufacturer.
They don't have to do no damn
No,
business.
they don't have to put no work in.
But that's the thing. You have to put no work in, so they think it's gonna come to them overnight.
Yeah.
They ain't really putting in no. They ain't really putting in no work. They put out 6 or 7 mixtapes in a span of 6 or 7 weeks.
Yeah, that's
And you still don't know who they are. You know what I'm saying? They don't know who they are. You like, man,
That's
well,
all
I
right,
mean,
man.
just me, if you're turning out stuff basically every 2 months, new song every 2 months, all you doing is releasing album cuts. That's all you're releasing. Because you ain't giving no time for pre-production, post-production, of actually knowing what you can make the song better, how you can make the song better and strong.
And then how you know you're taking off the record that the people are fans of to give them a record that they hate. That's a serious mistake. You know what I'm saying? Because if you don't give that record any life, allow it to get some legs, you don't truly know what that record is.
Yeah. Yeah.
Dude, if you keep getting in the car every day and the thing won't start, at some point you got to think the battery. You know what I'm saying?
Play America in the Park.
Going back live.
Play that one and go
Going
live.
back live.
You got about 40 seconds.
Yeah. There you go.
Reality campaign now. You got to learn business now. Back in the day, you had people doing it for you. Now you got to do it for yourself.
Yeah.
I don't see anybody campaigning.
I don't think I'm doing that.
Who got a big campaign?
No lie. I mean, as far as now, you got to be out there secondhand different things. And they made it. Give me a second.
I like it. I like this. You can reach people like
That's
this.
what I'm saying.
Oh,
You
man.
can somebody talk word.
The winter holidays are behind us, and now we're counting down the days to WRFG's fourth annual Americana in the Park celebration. It's Sunday, March 3rd, the Park Tavern in
Yeah.
Atlanta.
Now,
This year, we're honoring our
worldwide.
station manager,
back in
Joe
the
Mack.
day, he had
It's our way of saying
He
thank you,
had to
Joe,
drive.
for all your hard work and dedication to WRFG.
Drive, make
and to
phone
independent
calls,
community radio. We lined up some great Georgia
mail
talent
stuff.
to celebrate. Bonaventure
Man, they
Quartet,
emailed us
early
the
mix
whole
of
out.
Atlantic gypsy
Emailed
jazz,
us
American
the
swing, and original tunes. The
Oh,
Ghost
really?
Riders Car Club,
And I
playing
think that's
authentic country
also
music
what
from
they
the
did
Redneck
back in the
Country
day.
Round. Plus original country rock and
Now you can
winning
put-
Russell and the Moonshiners. And
Many
straight from
people
the
got
Nashville,
to know
Georgia,
that.
16-year-old
Yeah.
cowgirl.
Well, I said, the guy got to be lazy now. They lazy.
You
You know what I mean?
now, please save the date, March
Yeah.
3rd, 2019, and make your plans to attend WRFG's fourth annual Americana.
So
Park
social media become your job.
Celebration. Park Tavern in Piedmont Park.
And y'all know I'll be on
Doors will
it.
open at noon.
Yeah, I'll be on it.
Tickets are $15 in advance by WRFG.
I experienced some of that stuff this week, yeah.
Kids under 12.
Yeah, man.
Oh, man.
Proceeds for Americana and the Park benefit.
So they notice you. So when you grinding, they notice you.
you.
When you make it, I know them.
Yeah, they my friend, man. What they? All right. Listen to the After Show. I am your host, DJ Carl of God Base, along with my partners in rhyme, my partners in crime. Big Al,
Your baby mama, real baby daddy.
Uncle Ray JTL, the horse thief.
I know that's right. I'm here, man. I'm here, the horse whisperer. I'm the horse whisperer.
That's that thing.
Call we in here.
You can give us a call, 404-523-8989, 404-523-8989.
89.
If you'd like to get in on our discussions about how to make a fan, how to become a fan, how your fandom starts or how your fandom continues. You can also listen to us online at www.wrfg.org. Once again, it's www.wrfg.org. And you can also make a donation there at any time. Like I said, our discussion this morning is on basically fandom, how to become a fan, how you became a fan, how to create a fan, how you be a fan. It's fans. You know. But before I go there, speaking of fans, Uncle Red JTL,
Uh-huh.
we've had a great discussion behind the scenes, off air,
Yeah.
dealing with this fandom stuff, which is usually what happens with us. We always end up having a deeper discussion off air than we have on air because we can just be ourselves and keep our language can flow. How can people check us out on your YouTube channel or whatever you got there?
You can reach me on YouTube, Uncle Reggie ATL. That's 3 words. Uncle Reggie ATL.
All right, so you can check out what goes on behind the scenes there.
Behind the scenes, yep.
All right. Well, speaking of, we're doing the fandom situation. Jay Perez brought up interesting, I guess, statement or made an interesting statement earlier that he's really not a fan of anyone long term, I guess you would say. So I want him to expound on that. So explain that to us, Jay.
Like for instance, I mean, I'm cool. I like everybody. I ain't saying like everybody, but I like certain rappers. I have favorite rappers. I'm not a big super fan to a lot of them because one album the first album might be hot. Then they say, well, come in with the second one. You come in the second one and they disappoint you. You might have 1 or 2 songs. And I'm like, dang. So now it's like, do I wait for the third album to come out, or do I be like,
well, no, they lost you on the second one? I mean, that's just
Exactly.
that's called a fall off.
Yeah.
Okay, I mean, you got
That's the sophomore.
now when 8Ball Energy came out with that second album, they fell off right now.
Well, see, they got better because my whole thing, when you talk about 8Ball and MJG, their first album, even though I will today say it's a classic and I love it.
Mm-hmm.
When it first came out, I couldn't stand, especially I think it was Mr. Big,
Yeah.
because the sample loop was off. So sonically, it wasn't there. I'm like, I saw the streets loved it, and like I said, definitely the streets loved it because I remember Carlos Roman Porter, give him a shout out.
What's up, Carlos?
He wanted to introduce it to it. He was like, man, it's the greatest thing that ever came out. I'm like, no, this is garbage because the loop is off. See, you're more on the technical side. Well, I'm on the more like, hey, that's more hard. I don't care about the loops. It's all. I'm like, bro, this
For
hard.
me, it is hard to listen to. It is hard to listen to.
In fact, I think
I don't know.
I think that
Because to me, once they kind of got into that suave house, see, people always say that first album was their suave house sound. To me, is once he got with T Mix, when they got with T Mix, and even later on when they got with Jazz.
What about Squeaky? They did some stuff with Squeaky too, right? DJ Squeaky?
I wonder.
Yeah. I don't know. I know.
my thing
Once to me, they sound became a little bit more pimp hard.
Oh, yeah,
It
yeah,
got
yeah.
smoother.
Yeah.
but my thing is,
Versus it was just, I don't know. But I mean, they dope to me anyway. Shout out to
Oh, yeah.
Well.
right?
Yeah, shout out.
And believe me, I'm right there with you. They are dope. I cannot deny that I love Coming Out Hard. Now,
Yeah,
when
me
it,
too.
when it first came out, that's all. That was like I'll never forget that fact. The fact that majority of the loops, the sample loops, were off time, and I'm like, this is not good. But now follow me. But then I remember, I don't know if I remember this, when it came in Outside Looking In, the mix was flipped. All of a sudden,
It was.
the mix was flipped. It was bad. The mix was bad. Still a great album.
Yeah.
But the mix was bad. It wasn't until On Top of the World that it all finally came together that made me go back and really appreciate those other ones.
But see, are you going because of the technical mixing and mastering, or are you going for as a person that
But that's
Like,
what crazy. That's what
listen,
pop. That's what,
people that are not into the techniques and they don't care about that. What's to them is they feel it in their heart, or they feel it like
And I'm
the
not
lyrics.
mad at that.
And I'm saying, but I'm just saying, I'm giving y'all the perspective of a consumer versus the DJ, promoter, business type of person. You know what I'm saying?
But as a consumer, because I've been consuming records since I bought that very first Bootsy Rubber Band album, Play the Gear album, I know what a good record sounds like. And this is not what a good record
music is suggestive. Whatever.
I know
music
what a
is
Commodore Central High sounds like.
Yeah,
And
but
that's the whole key. My
but that's-
ears never fail me.
But that's saying music is subjective. That's what he's saying. It's like the Mona Lisa and my daughter making a crayon drawing. I'm gonna say my daughter make the best one. I don't care about Mona Lisa. It's just how I see it. You know what I'm saying? It's everybody's interpretation of what sounds good to them.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's what, and that's because what I don't like, he might be like, that's the greatest. I'm like, I don't like it. It just sounds like an album.
No, we can. That's when you're just getting into taste.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Beauty is in the eye.
How we go? Yeah.
Yes, and I'm sitting here
That's
telling you
what I'm
that
saying.
Mona Lisa is not beautiful to me.
But
You know, I think
why?
so-
But why?
I think somebody just told us that we supposed
And we rolled with it.
and we believe it.
Yeah, that's what I'm
You didn't
saying.
you didn't let your eyes tell you that.
Yeah.
Or you know, Shakespeare's the greatest playwright ever. Not to me.
That's what I'm saying. That's
You know
what
what
I'm
I'm saying?
saying.
But see, I think that it goes back to piggybacking into how, what creates the fan. You know what I'm saying? What creates the fan? And I think it's gonna always initially starts with the music. You know what I'm saying? What draws you in?
Yeah.
Right.
Now, what keeps you? That's when interpretations kind of change. You know what I'm saying?
Consistency.
You know what I'm saying? Because most fans, it's going to be about consistency.
Mhm.
Am I always going to get what I got the first time I heard you? You know what I'm saying?
Right. It's like
And
that-
very
that
few
heroin.
artists have that. That's why you have the greats like the Mike Jackson, the Prince,
Oh yeah.
that sight unseen, you gonna get
But they don't
your
come out.
level.
They don't come out all the time. Like back in the day, you might have to wait 1 or 2 years.
Yeah.
Maybe
And then
2 and a
on
half,
top of
maybe
that,
3.
that's back in the day, Horace, when you was getting 10 tracks.
Exactly. But there was
10,
10
12
hard tracks,
records
though.
on an album back
It
then.
was 10 hard.
You know what I'm
tracks. It
saying?
wasn't 10 like
See, I come from the days when you got 6.
Even 30, yeah.
Bro,
Look
that
at
didn't even be that would be an album.
that was a full album.
The full album would be 6 songs.
Yeah, I think the
Yeah,
dude,
but
8 was the stretch.
I think
How
the
many
dude,
minutes, though?
but the dude was what, 8 songs?
Right. You know,
Like 8 jamming songs, but
Yeah,
it
but how
was,
long
that's Earth, Wind, and Fire. album that's only 6. There's a cameo that's only like 6. I mean, 6 was the standard.
Yeah, but how long was it? Was it?
3 minutes because they were
Yeah.
long.
I'm saying how
They still-
the album was 30 minutes.
The album was whatever the standard length of an album, a side of the album could be. Because, but like I say, the standard was like 6. You might have a song that might have went 5 minutes, but the majority of them roll right around 3.
It was about 30 minutes of album, 30 minutes of album.
Yeah, maybe 30 minutes, 20 something minutes. Yeah.
I don't know. It seemed like it was longer than me. It's like the song was like.
You had a very few the Diana Love Hangover type of records. Every once in a while, you might have a 12-minute record. You know what I'm saying? Now the label gonna cut about $1 million to advertise you to death about them. You know what I'm saying? See, we're talking about the build-up stage. They're thinking if I don't, it's like trying to keep the attention of a chick that only really wants you. So you thinking you're gonna keep taking her out, taking her out, taking her out. But basically, she really trying to let you know, I'm not really feeling it.
Yeah.
You're thinking you throwing music at them to keep them. But if you really didn't get them the first time, you're really giving them more reasons not to mess with you. You know what I'm saying?
True.
Right. Like I said, we are listening to the After Set on WRFG.
Have to say.
The After Set on
After Set.
WRFG. Tonight's discussion is about how to become a fan or how to, basically it's fandom. It's about fandom. Fandom. I mean, it's about fandom. And I'm going to go back to our day. Merchandising was a tool to keep your fan in between releasing of records. And we started out on our level, a lot, like I say, independent. Okay, independent.
Shoestring budget.
Independent. I can tell you who my fans were or who our fans were because I had the fan list. You know what I'm saying? I literally had the fan list, which I don't think artists today has a fan list. They have followers, but I don't think they really even know how to follow up with the followers. You know what I'm saying? But now I'm saying this all in a matter of saying, when I'm gonna go back with Disco House record because I've used this on every record. When we released Disco House record, I knew everybody that got in contact with me about the Disco House. I knew be it retailers, be it the fans themselves, be it the disc jockeys, and the DJs, in the clubs and on radio. I knew who was playing me. You know what I'm saying? So I knew who they were. And what my thing was to make sure that I kept that fandom going. I didn't have t-shirts and I had the hats, but I really didn't have t-shirts. I really didn't have bumper stickers and this, that, and all this paraphernalia that these cats come out with today and still have no substance underneath them when it comes to the music. Because I hate to say that because no one's really playing them. Now, what I would do is the minute I knew that, let's say somebody was playing me or somebody bought the record and they got in contact with us, through the fan club. I didn't even have a fan club listing on that Disco House record. It was the only address on it was mine. So it was coming directly to me. People would send me direct, hey, I like the album, blah, blah, blah. And I'd take your name down, make a little list of it, and I would send out the 8x10s pictures for people that don't know what that is.
Man,
Glossy.
With everybody's autograph on it saying, thank you for supporting Disco House. That was my way of staying with my fan. I sent them something. They weren't really expecting anything back. But here's all of a sudden, in the mail, they get something new. So guess what? Now, when my next record that I'm working on comes out, which was Zone 4, I did the exact same thing. I sent you, hey, I got Zone 4. And I sent Zone 4. All the Disco House fans were now Zone 4 fans. So when Zone 4 people get in contact, I make the list. That list grew even more. And I send them the 8x10. That's what Ray asked me. You got any about 10?
I need one right now.
I don't think he knew that I was doing that. So then when it turns around, the next record comes along, it's going to be Boom Boys. Guess what? The Disco House Zone 4 fans are now Boom Boys fans. And I'm sending them stuff saying, hey, check out the new record.
It's almost like if you like this, you're going to like that.
This. Right, so I'm steadily in contact and building on that list. But I don't even think honestly, that these artists, they even really do that. It's like, I got 50,000 followers, but you ain't selling 50,000 streams.
Exactly.
I mean, they can still use the same formula what you talking about now, because now you can really engage them and send them something. You got,
But see, that's my point. Because they can do that, they should be winning.
they ain't doing it.
You know what I'm saying? Dude, you got people who ain't even got 1,000 views on their YouTube and got 10,000 followers.
Yeah.
You got no fans, bro.
Yeah.
Right.
It's not bleeding over. If you got certain kind of numbers, I'm not saying you're supposed to have 50,000 followers, 50,000 views. I'm not saying everybody gonna like you.
Right.
Mm.
I'm saying you should be getting a percentage. You know what I'm saying? That's why I always look at people likes.
Mm.
If you got 10,000 followers and you getting 25 likes on your Instagram,
Yeah.
That don't add up.
some may not adding up. Your percentages ain't right. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because technically you're supposed to minimum get between 5% of your
Yeah.
total followers.
Yeah.
So if you got 10,000 followers, you're supposed to be getting 100, 200 likes per picture. I don't care what you put up.
Yeah.
You getting 12 and 10.
Not from your haters, none. Your haters ain't gonna like it.
You know what I mean? But we know how that.
You're not winning if you're not in the fan race, if you want to call it that. If you're not, as Al said, you're not getting a certain percentage. But if you put out one record and you got so-called 10,000 followers,
Mm-hmm.
then the next record you come out with, you don't have 10,000 followers, you're losing.
Yeah.
You're losing. You're supposed to build. In fact, that's the whole idea of the, as you call it, the 5-album deal. They expect you to get some sales, but not make a profit on that first.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They want you to get some critical acclaim
Yeah.
to build.
They
your-
would like it to
right,
blow, but
right,
they're not expecting it
at
to
all. So then they give you that second one, hopefully for you to break even and pay off some of that first one.
And then third is the profit.
The third is the profit. Okay. And when you get that third and you get that real profit, that's when they're gonna come to you with the record label deal to take away that profit from you.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Time to put some artists out.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Time you can put some artists out, which that's another thing we can discuss. Break some artists out so we can take more money away from you because you're making a profit now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? For you to
So they
pay
really
now.
don't want you to do those other 2 albums on that 5 album deal.
Yeah, right. But if they do give you that fourth album, they expect that to be a fall off. And then they expect that fifth one to be a total fall off.
Yeah.
So they expect you to lose regardless.
Exactly.
They're gambling on you losing.
Wow.
See, for them, it's no loss.
Right. It's all profit.
It's all profit for them. Because, see, they're going to get the money. They're going to charge back the video. See, by the time you got to that 4th album, you the man. Anybody can make it to 4 albums in this industry.
Yeah.
You the man. So now they're going to feed your ego. Let's shoot your new video in Hawaii.
Right.
Let's do it. Man, you know what I'm saying? We should do a tour. You know what I'm saying? Let's do about a 25-city tour, man. Let's put something together. You like, cool. You performing on award shows. People forget the label pays for that. So now you want floating pianos. You want to fly over the, you want to
You want to dance over the crowd, Hammer.
You want to dance over the crowd, run on the tables. They like, cool. You want it, you got it. Hey, man, I want to do a duet with Elton John. Fly him in. Cool. You want it? Cool. Then you wondering why that 5th album come around and it's no bread.
Yep.
We're going to shoot one video and you better figure it out. And you be like, man, then yo, as a fan, you thinking they done fell off.
Yep.
No, the label is saying, we spent all that money on that American Music Awards performance last year.
I
Over
bet it's a
budget.
performance, but for that nomination and that win. That's what I'm gonna bring it up.
But
That win you got
Yeah.
because one, it took that money to get you on the ballot,
period.
and two, it took some money for you to win.
It's
That's the way you. So when you get to, I'm just gonna put it right. America, be it an American Music Award, be it a Grammy, be it a MTV award, be it Soul Train, whatever. ain't won nothing.
No.
Your company bought it.
It's a popularity game.
Right.
It's posturing.
Right. Because they're hoping that they're hoping to build up your fan base so they can make money. And what people don't understand that on that aspect of it is if I'm an independent, and I can sell 10,000 units, make $70,000, and that's pure profit. Okay. Then, I'm gonna just use that as a figure, $7 a unit. I sell 10,000 units. I done more than broke even.
Yeah.
Then more than broke even. Okay? More than broke even. 10 times, 20 times what I pay. So if 10,000 my break-even point, it's the same break-even point for the majors. It's the same break-even point. But they're gonna put more stuff out there to keep eating away at the money that you're supposed to get.
And so you're not paying back dollar for dollar.
That's right.
You paying back at your royalty rate.
Yep.
So for every dollar they spending, you might giving them back 12 cents.
Yeah.
So you forever in that perpetual debt thing going on.
In the hole, you be in the
You know
hole.
what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's like that's another little game they play that makes us lose fans because now you turn around and then they're doing less videos, less promotion. So the fans sitting over here saying, man, he done fell off.
Yep.
When it really just being that the label is now ready to start charging off on Buddy so they can get whatever they got left and they're going to turn around and then release them. And then don't let you owe money because if you go to another label, if you lucky, then now the label saying you can have this artist, but you got to pay this money
Right.
he owe.
You told the
So
bill.
now you got Universal saying, man, he ain't worth paying $100,000 for. We straight.
Yeah.
RCA, man, I ain't know you owed that much money to Atlantic. Man, we straight. And then all of a sudden, that's when the independents
Come in.
kick in.
Yeah.
Man, I'm cool with the labels. I'm doing my own thing. No, you got no choice.
Mm.
The fact that you ain't got no choice, I want to step back just a little bit on that. Because when they release you and you owe them this money, they really ain't worried about it too tough of getting it back. You know why? They got your catalog.
Catalog, yeah, exactly.
So I can put you on as many compilation albums and get my money.
Throw you on soundtracks to movies.
Right, man, I can do so much stuff. And you really ain't gonna get no bread off of this. You know what I'm saying? So it's a game that you gotta understand how to play. And if you don't have a fan base, period, and they control your fan base. If you don't know who your fans are, you can't sell a record to them. If you ain't never established loyal fans.
But they're gonna take your fans when the label takes your fans when you don't, you know what I'm saying, when you don't get hired anymore. So really they ain't gonna be the fans.
Well,
No, the label's gonna take your
Not your core fans, they're gonna take you.
Yeah, bandwagon fan.
Your bandwagon fan.
Yeah.
But if you got an established core of fans,
That's, man, again.
and you go independent, and you say no choice, independent, but I got 100,000 loyal fans.
Dude, that's the only reason why, man, salute to Killer Mike.
Mm.
When Killer Mike got out of that deal with Columbia, he went straight after his core fans and been able to eat straight off his core fans.
So what's a
But
good
like-
number for artists to have? What's the
Take your highest selling record.
No, I'm not even saying
No.
Joe Blow
No, I'm saying take your
neighborhood records.
it doesn't matter. Take the highest selling record that you've got. Okay? Your highest selling. If you have a back in the day, gold was no more than 500,000 units. You should have at least 50,000 loyal fans. 10%.
But what about that's what I'm saying? What
Go
about-
now for an independent.
Yeah,
And an independent, man.
It should still be 10%. If you
Yes, 10%. If you got 1,000 followers 100 of them supposed to be really, really messing with you.
Mm.
What I mean is you should be able to put out something for sale and sell it to 100 people.
Exactly.
If you struggling to get 100 streams, then you don't have 1,000 fans. You have.
So if you got 10, if you got 10 streams, you got one fan.
Well, you
You
better.
got
And,
one.
and that one fan
One.
more likely is you or your mom.
Oh man.
Yeah,
That's just a,
yeah. Or
Matter
your
of
boy.
fact. Yes.
Yeah.
You know what
You
I'm
got to
saying?
look at real numbers.
Right.
See, a lot of these up and coming cats actually buy into the hype. And a lot of those be ghost pages.
Yeah.
Then your homegirl stalking you. It'd be a bunch of, but it don't actually be people
Real
who
people.
interested in what you got going on. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? So you can't really buy into them numbers.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You really can't buy into them numbers. Because if they were really, really fans, it's like you can go on like some of these major stars. And the minute they have some kind of level of controversy, you can watch them have 1.1 million followers. And then they'll have whatever issue. Next thing you know, they got 52,000.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Which goes to show that they weren't really fans. You know what I'm saying? They're starting to get down to their real core fans. You know what I'm saying? That's the kind of stuff. Like I tell people with this whole R. Kelly jazz, I said, man, at the end of the day, we've been new in the black community what he been doing. The difference between then and now is he's not hot.
That's right.
So it's easy to kick a man when he's down. It's easy to take a stance on him because he's down. When he was asking his mama to braid his hair, he was taking leaks on little girls back then on DVD. And we still ran out and got the TP2.com CD. You feel what I'm saying? Because he was fish grease hot. You know what I'm saying? And somebody posed a question on Facebook. And they were saying, if Michael Jackson got caught doing this during Thriller, well, we really had tripped. You know what I'm saying? Because it's so easy to kick somebody when he down. Nobody's checking for R. Kelly. So we can play Mr. Boycott him, just to use him as an example. But his true fans are still going to mess with him.
They still gonna show up at them concerts. They're still gonna buy.
They ain't messing up because we been knew what he was doing. That's the example I'm saying about having real fans. They know he been doing this. Is nothing new. The sad part about it, how many times you been in high school and the 25-year-old dude pulling up, picking up the 16-year-old girl from high school?
Indeed.
That's been going on.
Yeah.
Not making it right. Audience, I'm not saying it's right. I'm just saying that we've been seeing it going on. You know what I'm saying? You know, they released the other day that Puffy first baby mama was 16 when he was 20-something years old. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Again, I'm not making it right. I'm just saying, if you know, when you get to the core, you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, you have to be an artist who recognize your market. Because all of it is your product. You know what I'm saying? Coca-Cola is not going to try to sell Coca-Cola to San Francisco when San Francisco buy more Pepsi. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So they going to sell Coke where they popular at. Artists have to start looking at themselves as a product and saying, if this is my fans, let me, now with social media, let me engage them. Go jump on their page.
Mm-hmm.
Like a picture. You know how many kids, you know how excited I done watch people get and actually screenshot it and be like, Rich Homie Quan like my pic today. And that just made them.
They it's emotions now. It's like
That's what we selling.
Well, see, now they done felt even more connected.
Invested, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Invested now.
And now that's kind of it's simple. It don't mean much for him to take 2 seconds out of his day to like somebody picture on his timeline. But for them, it does the world to them.
That's how you, man. That's how you build a fan.
And
By
that's-
just doing.
and most importantly, back to Power Lord position. That's how you build a fan. Act like I appreciate you for supporting basically somebody you don't even know.
What we listen to the episode in our discussion tonight is how to be a fan. Gonna get back into some more music. And we're gonna do
Yes, sir.
We in live,
It's
y'all.
so easy. That's the thing, so easy now. Girl, man, I like your music. You on there? Thanks. It's so easy. That's what I'm saying. Like,
I do it.
I mean, look at it. I mean, but seriously.
they don't want to do that. Some of them do it now. Now I know this was the birds, the other ones. They do it, but not the one who ain't got no fans. And just tell my man, I got hot heat. I'm the hottest.
I'm not expecting somebody like a Beyonce
Yeah,
or
I'm
Nicki
like,
Minaj. These folks got 5 million followers. I'm not expecting them to, you know what I'm saying? And then they don't even think exactly. They don't even run their page. They have some agency or whatever run their social media.
Can't keep up with
But
it.
I'm saying when you're an independent artist, these kids, these young cats, I hate to keep calling them kids, but these young cats, they live on the social media, man. Man, I'm talking about live on it.
That's why it's the lifestyle now. It's the lifestyle and the engagement. So they like, and the song might
Dude, I'm bad. Dude, this is my routine in the morning. Look around to get my bearings, unlock my phone, go to Facebook.
I do that.
Dude, it's like breathing for me to do it, man.
Yeah, I do it every day.
I do it every day.
Every day.
Whether I post something or not, I go on Facebook every day.
Every day. Every day.
And the kids are even worse.
Yeah. Every day I be on my
Younger cats are even worse.
Facebook, YouTube. Every day. It's a job. It's a job.
Yeah.
Whoever hit me, I'm hitting back. I'm hitting back. Man. Yeah.
They want it overnight. They want it like this.
Yeah.
Because they're not doing it, they're not actually doing it for what we were doing it for.
Yeah.
We really wanted to make music a living.
Yeah.
So we was in the never-ending search of how can we make money.
Yeah.
This new generation is about the fame.
Yeah.
They just want people to know them. They can care less if they sell anything.
Yeah.
For us, it was like, how can I sell this wax? How can I sell this CD? How can I sell this cassette? How can I do shows?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
They won't pay shows right now. They won't pay
Man,
shows.
these cats would be happy doing an open mic.
Yeah, a lot of them. Yeah.
They want to pay a show, but they don't have a fan base even have. Hey,
Dude, if when you sit there and talk to them, be like, who you sent the record to? Say, they who? Send it to who? I said, what radio station? He said,
Nobody.
oh man, nah man, we trying to get these streets.
Free mixtape
I'm like,
back
really?
yeah, well, I'm saying they don't think this they want to be part of the lifestyle of the hip hop. They don't want to be part of the music business. They want part of the hip hop lifestyle.
99.5% of the people are not in it for business.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
They in it for life.
Yeah.
They're not
They
in
think
it
they
for
gonna
money.
get money. The boot gang and the other fools out there doing that bullshit.
I mean, think about this, man. This is how dedicated this gotta be. This has gotta really. I'm gonna give you the perfect example of saying how you can be dedicated to the culture. You got 4 grown men with bills, children, responsibility, or whatever. We up at 4:50 in the morning doing a show for free.
Yeah. They said, why you do it? Shit, you know why we doing it.
I mean, you see what I'm
we
saying?
reaching out.
We could get 4 25-year-olds to do this. They'll do it the first night and be like, man, folk, man, it's hard getting up at 3 in the morning.
Yeah.
Because they can never see past the bigger picture.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, this is radio.
Yeah.
Let's keep it real. This is radio.
Yeah.
It's not the big commercial station, but we do have a listening base.
Yes.
They can never see past that.
Yes, thank y'all. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. Thank y'all.
7.9 today.
Thank
So in
y'all.
their mind, they saying it ain't working.
Yeah. Thank y'all for tuning in.
They don't realize not just the amount of money, but the amount of luck it takes for them to even want to play your record on the big stations.
And I'm talking.
When the door is open here to come get your stuff played. I'm looking at this just today, or even this week. I done had somebody go on Facebook and say, "Why ain't you playing my new record?" Well, they ain't never sent it to me, but I'm your biggest fucking fan. You know what I'm saying? And that's my whole thing. You should one, you should have to go on Facebook and that. Say, even if it's a joke, why aren't you playing my record when I played all your other fucking records?
Thank you.
Okay? When you
that should be saying something to you.
Right.
If I played every record I ever played of yours, and I'm not playing nothing now, you should be saying, "Do Horace have this new record?"
Right. I should be the first email you have. The very
when
first
you have no,
tell your fans to play. Go to
call
the page
in,
and tell
go on the website.
I want you to play my artist record, my favorite artist record. You know what I'm saying?
Or I saw just like I said today. What artist that we just played tonight? I had to contact them to get the record because I like the first record, right? I should say my new record is out, it's down releases on all musical platforms, but nigga, it ain't in my mailbox. You know what I'm saying? But if I contacted you for your first one, goddamn, I shouldn't have to contact you for the second. But I'm telling you now, they don't respect the DJ. You know what I'm saying? They don't respect, they don't respect the people that really.
To them, they buy into who they buy into.
Yeah.
They'll break their neck to get their record to the Greg Streets, the Dirty Boys, and still won't play your record.
Yeah.
You turn around and say, "Hey man, email me." I posted your email. I say, "Hey man, anybody got hot record or whatever, send it to me. We doing pumping and dumping." Nobody sent me. The only record I think you got is the ones I directly sent you.
Right.
Everybody else jumping in the inbox. Man, when I can get on there and do an interview.
Yeah.
I said, what we gonna talk about?
You
know what I'm saying? And I'm talking about a high school. I've been knowing for years. And I didn't want to burst this bubble, but I'm like, yeah, what are we gonna talk about?
Right.
You want to jump on radio to talk about what? I never played any of your music. I done asked them a month ago, since Thanksgiving, send me a clean copy. I ain't been able to get in the studio. I said, man, Kev, quit rapping.
They stop rapping.
I said, bro, you can't support you. What you want to do, man?
Play, man.
I said, just quit, man.
Just quit. Kill yourself.
Kill yourself. Stick yourself out.
Kill yourself.
That's crazy.
And that's my nigga, don't get me wrong, man. But I'm like, dude, how you think I can't get a clean version to why should I still be waiting for a clean version? But you want to talk about an interview. Let's say we go ahead and do that.
Yeah.
We can't play no music. Yeah, I got the new record coming out. That audience saying, what's the new record? Well, thank y'all for checking in with the After Set. Man, they ain't playing nothing. We got nothing clean.
Yeah.
Nothing clean. And that's what I don't understand, period. Is just in the standard practice of it, if you're gonna do a dirty version, y'all might do a clean version and give us instrumental. Period. Those three things should be second nature. But my thing is, if you know that you're not going to be able to do the clean version, you know what I'm saying, after you've done the dirty version, then don't do the dirty version. Do the clean version, because that's what's going to open the door for you.
How you one radio
You know.
thing,
And you went out for radio.
and you don't have a radio version.
You know, absolutely.
There's nowhere, I don't care, from the smallest station, from the smallest town in Georgia to the biggest station in the biggest city in the United States. They all looking for a reason to not play an independent record. Dude, I remember we couldn't get played for ass. Now the radio play ass.
Yeah.
Remember Win record? They wouldn't play on B103 because he said ass. And I remember Win said, Greg, you using this shit as an excuse, man. Nah, man, you know how they get. And they wouldn't play. They wouldn't play.
If you want to be in the business, even as a hobby, at least do something to get yourself on the goddamn.
I just want to
Do
know
something.
what dirty version of a record they hearing on radio.
That's
Maybe I'm tripping.
Oh, that's right.
Clean.
You know why you don't listen to the radio?
Yeah.
But you gonna send them a dirty version?
I'm tripping.
You know, I ain't gonna lie. Pumping it. I mean, true enough, I may pump it nothing harder on myself than I should. You know, because I'll go through and edit everything that comes through before I even listen to the shit. You know, if friends like, why the hell you doing that? I don't know. I wasn't thinking. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't thinking. Let the streets in it. You know.
That's a good one.
But the thing is, I don't want to be on radio. Let the streets in it. After I edit just so that it'll start on zero.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't want on zero
Yeah.
when I hit the button for it to play. That's the only edit I'm doing. I'm not trying to take no language out and all that stuff. That ain't for me. But when I just sit down and listen to the stuff that's from Public Company, all I gotta hear is nigga, bitch, shit. Hey, I'm done. Next. You know what I'm saying? It's just that simple. It's just that simple.
There's no calling in, hey man, clean your house.
Yeah.
Hey, bro,
It was you clean.
it's done.
That's what they think.
But it goes
Yeah.
back to what I said. They want the fame.
Yeah.
You don't want to give me a clean version, but you want to get on the radio and do an interview. The question still is, what are we going to talk about? Because if you want to talk like homeboy, we can catch up on the phone.
Exactly.
But I ain't going to burn up radio time running my mouth.
Yeah.
There's nothing you can promote.
Nothing will really help you. And your personality is not going to be strong enough.
Oh, man.
So, to make a fan.
That's another thing. If you don't have no personality, you're not gonna get a kiss. You're gonna be, if you're an artist and you're trying to be quiet and antisocial, you're gonna be antisocial.
Yeah, two of my little, like one cat, like my little brother, my little homeboy eyes, and I'm like, bro, yo man, look, when I could get on the radio, I'm like, oh, send me any version of anything. Anything. Let me check. And then I'm disappeared.
Exactly. You won't hear him for a couple of weeks. And then by the time you hear from him, you know what I'm saying, man, I gotta
Throw my little brother in there. I ain't got it. We ain't played one of my little brother records yet. Because they won't give me a clean version. Man, you ain't fucking with me. What the hell am I supposed to do?
Give me the song, clean, man.
I'm telling you, I'll play whatever the hell you give me.
Yeah.
Man, I don't want to hear my mama mouth like that bullshit.
Yeah.
What I'm supposed to do? You ain't fucking with me. You want the show to get shut down? Looking out.
Yeah.
right. And now it's back to you. It was like, oh man.
He's supposed to play.
Yeah, you supposed to.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you play it, and then you mess around and play it, and then you got the cussing in it.
Yeah.
Oh my bad, man. You know you want to play that. You want to play that. You know you're dirty.
To me, it's just amazing. I mean, you have these guys want fans, want to be in the business, but even if it's just a hobby, but won't do the right thing just to get in the door, just to get on the field. And then it kills me, and friends will vouch for this. We've had people come in here when we were doing Riding Dirty, sit right there where y'all sit, and have the fucking nerve to say, they ain't fans of nobody.
Yeah. Who you influenced by?
Who you influenced by? Nobody. Then you feel like a womb rapper somehow.
I know, right? Like then when you hear that song, you be like, oh, bro, he sound like this.
Yeah.
But you won't even start rapping without being a fan of somebody.
Right.
Dude, I got into music because I was a fan of somebody.
Just to get
Yeah,
get the money.
that's crazy.
I want to be in the band.
I want to pay cowbell for cameo. That's what I want.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know about that. You said, yeah. We live, y'all. We live. We live right here at WRFG 89.3. We do this, y'all, every Monday morning. 3 to 6. 3 to 6. 3 to 6 a.m. Yeah. He is here, y'all. Ooh.
Oh my God.
Still nobody knows. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. I just need one record, one hot record that somebody put their gun in their face and say, "You your music, it's your best song."
Yeah.
Because put that gun in your face and say, "Yup, you so real," and it's all you see. And see, that's the other thing. And bring it up right there. You bring in a record, you be like, you know, this relates. I remember the Phillips. Oh, that ain't my best record. Yeah. Take this, and this. That's what I. Yeah. What the fuck? Why you put it first?
Dude, I used to get the
Why would I want the worst record first?
I used to
You
get,
already done turned me out already last night.
I get the old, yeah, man, the mix ain't really that good,
Oh.
but it's dope though.
It's dope.
And when I do the vocals over, you don't really hear what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Bring it when you got ready.
Then why would you want me to play this?
They just play great, man.
This way. Like, why would you want us to play the worst you got? And so you have to explain the whole way. See, man, when I finish the hook,
Explain it, yeah.
yeah, put the CD in. Yeah, check it in like this. This part right here is the girl gonna be singing.
Yeah, explain it.
So bring it back when the girl's singing. Yeah, man, and see, my man had my vocal slow, but when I go back and I'm gonna turn it back up, you gonna see what I'm talking about.
Don't bring me the demo. Bring me the finished product. Don't bring me the demo.
Yeah.
With all the edits still on the list, man, I gotta edit this out. I'm gonna add some cowbells in here, some claps. Well, then when you come back, bring that.
Or the good old stop the song in the middle of it, man. Play that number 3 though.
Yeah,
That number 3 is jam.
They know three.
Right. Why did I play 1 then?
right. What the hell? You know what I'm saying? This is happening. Like, what thing is going on here?
Okay.
Yeah. You're serious about your hobby. Like, I don't understand. Like, you wasting time. That's another thing why people ain't trying to be invested in no art. They don't have the time. They got my 30 records. They come out and put a song every day. Like I said, I don't have that much time.
And then they want you to listen to all 30.
That's what I'm saying.
All right.
Man, back in the record store days, bro, you would have that one cat who come in, man. Yeah, man, I just came out the studio. You be like, yeah, that's what's up. Turn around and try to do something else. Yeah, put this in real quick. And then walk up and down the counter with you holding the dish out like, bro, I can't really play that. And number 12, watch when people come in, they're going to be jamming to it. I said, nah, bro. And then he'll turn to us, boy, see, that's that hater shit.
You hating on me, man. Why you hating on me? Don't be hating on me, big ass. Don't hate on me. Instead of doing the right thing.
Yeah.
They think we got time to be this one the whole album. Oh man.
No,
You good on let it ride. Yeah, man. Just let that ride.
Yeah.
That shit jamming.
That's why I charged him. To who? That's a quick. It's Jesse. To who? Okay. But I didn't see cats, man, especially back in the day. And I said back then, I'm talking about early 2000, when I was entering the record store. Come in, play you something that you don't really think is hot anyway. And actually, you know, these cats are quit their job because they sold a couple on the street. I made more money last week, man. Selling these on the street than I did on my job.
No, they don't have
Yeah,
that
but when you got the next, you don't want that motherfucking job back.
They don't have that kind of hustle. No, I got that kind of
You know
hustle.
what I'm saying?
Well, y'all got that kind of hustle.
People say they sell all these music, but their music is not good. They're like,
We live, y'all. We live. About to sign out this phone. About to go dead on. I appreciate y'all checking in. Facebook, YouTube. Tune in next week for the Offset Show 3 to 6 Monday morning. Also check me out Atlanta Traffic Jam. Atlanta Traffic Jam on Friday from 5 to 7. Make sure y'all check us out now.
I know what that
All right?
muscle is. You know what I'm saying? So back in the day, you know, after I got in,
Shout D and right here in the dream. And make sure y'all check out that DVD on YouTube. On my YouTube channel. This bass game is real. Check me out, y'all. All the way live, y'all. Got 5 parts to it. 5 parts to it. Uncle Ray JTL, I'm out here. Peace.
I mean, that one,
But see, that's the crazy part of it.